storm track weather alert days in effect for Thursday as we're tracking our next winter system on the way. We're also going to be dealing with some freezing temperatures out ahead of that already this afternoon. So if you can, make sure you're staying bundled up here if you have to get outside at all for the next couple of days. We'll be tracking multiple inches of snow possible really along and south of I-70 and frigidly cold temperatures, possibly wind chills getting near or below zero here into Thursday morning. But you can see for the rest of today still have some very cold temperatures to deal with. Already most of Mid-Missouri right now below freezing, and we're just going to continue to slip into those single digits and teens overnight tonight. But these wind chills, that's that purple color you see, already going to be in those teens and single digits well before that. So again, you really will want to stay bundled up if you have to get outside. That's all ahead of this winter system as it's going to be getting closer here. It's still out in well off to the west by this point, and this high pressure you can see a little bit closer to our area is kind of deceiving us this afternoon, bringing that sunshine before that gets here, and also a little bit of dry air out ahead of this as well. We're going to be watching this, but this model might be maybe underestimating or overestimating as well how much snow we're going to get based on that dry air. This latest run-up future track is going to be pushing in that snow right around 7 p.m. into our far western counties, then moving into more central areas of mid-Missouri here as we get later on into the evening. This is by 9 p.m. We can see that just south of I-70, then continuing as we get closer to the midnight hours here. This is really where that heaviest band of snow is going to be hitting, as they're going to really see that pretty constantly for quite a few hours overnight tonight. Then really widespread coverage right as we get into Thursday morning. This is by 4 a.m. just before sunrise here into Thursday, where we're going to see a lot of that snow coverage along and south of I-70 and even maybe touching some of our northern counties. You could get a dusting there, but again, that highest chance is going to be just south of the I-70 corridor. Then going to be clearing out pretty quickly. This is by around 7 a.m. into Thursday morning. We're really only barely seeing that touch some of our eastern counties by that point, and pushing out of there very quickly as we get into Thursday afternoon, maybe even seeing some more sunshine behind this system. But again, looking like we're going to get snowfall for almost all of mid-Missouri. That heaviest band right south of I-70 where we could pick up multiple inches, about 1 to 2 there, and then just seeing less than an inch and maybe a dusting in other areas here. Just going to continue to watch this. It's actually shifted a little bit further south since yesterday, so we're going to continue to track that. But by this point, we're pretty close to this, so it's looking like most of us just around that Jeff City area especially going to be getting hit the heaviest with this snow. Now also tracking those frigid temperatures behind that already this afternoon. Even as temperatures are close to the 20s, it really doesn't even feel anywhere near that. These wind chills in the teens for our southern counties, even in the single digits up north of I-70. So really want to stay bundled up. Just try to really limit time outdoors for the next couple of days if you can. This is by Thursday morning, all of us feeling near or even below zero with these wind chills by the early morning hours tomorrow. This is as maybe some of that snow is still falling as you're trying to get out to work. So you will want to stay bundled up and stay very cautious on those roads as we're going to be tracking this system getting out of here. Now, as we get into Thursday afternoon, not really going to recover too much as we get through the rest of the day. You can see we're still right around 0 degrees for most of the area with these wind chills, and at this point it doesn't really even feel much different. It's just going to be cold as we get closer to the weekend. Now for Friday, maybe a little bit warmer to start off. You can see we're thankfully getting away from those negative values, but still just going to be frigid into the rest of the end of the week. You can still see most of us feeling below freezing even by Friday afternoon. This system is really looking to keep that cold air in place all the way through the weekend, and multiple impacts going to be expected with this, mainly going to really focus on that dangerous cold, but also that potential for maybe some of those roads to get coated by some of this snow and ice. But not going to be really seeing too much of that in our northern counties. That biggest chance again right along and south of I-70, and then bringing in those frigidly cold temperatures as we get into Thursday morning.